Welcome to Pea Stains. We are the last drip. Gold. I'll be in my trailer.
Hi everybody, and welcome to the introduction to Tea Stains 2.0.
Which we are introducing for a number of reasons. Number one, because we've gone on a little bit of a hiatus as of late, because we've both been really busy, and sometimes life just kicks you in the scrotum. Now we are no longer doubled over writhing in pain. So
yeah, so we'll actually be able to make some content again for the first time and to be honest, just too long. That's the only way of describing it.
Remember January and February when we actually made those videos that we've been uploading and haven't really done much since?
Was it January that we started?
Yeah. January or February, it was one of the two. It was pretty close. It's been a while.
Oh my god, it's been way too long.
If any of you are wondering what's going on, I made a chess board because I got chess bored.
Chess.
Puns.
I hate you.
Anyway.
So yeah, and with our hiatus, I guess you could say, we've been putting in a lot of work, a lot of just like overall figuring things out. The way I like to think of it was Tea Stains before was in alpha. If anybody like does any kind of computery goodness or even understands, alpha is just you know, like it's
kind of a first draft of things where you test things out, find out what works and what doesn't.
Exactly.
And we kind of have, which is one of the topics we're going to be addressing in this video. What we found that works well, and what we found that works about as well as a sock full of oranges.
Yeah, like
I'm not going any further with that thought.
Perfect. Yeah, so like when we first started, it was more so, let's just make some content, put it on, and we'll see what happens. And now it's, you know, like all those questions that we had of what kind of content do we want to do, what kind of setup are we going to have, what kind of effort are we going to put into it, what kind of everything are we going to do, is we have by no means figured out, but we're
getting there.
We're getting there. And we've also decided that this is something that we both very much so enjoy. Like, you know, I don't know about you, but I fucking love making videos and all the editing and all that shit. People find it.
My goal in life is entirely to make you piss yourself to the point where you are an irreparable little ball of goo rolling around on the floor.
And
so
it happens often enough, especially when you make old man beer jokes while playing Call of Duty. But that's for another story.
You know you fucking love it.
Yeah, fuck, it was funny. So the things that have changed as of now, as I'm sure if you guys have watched any of our older videos, you can probably tell right off the bat that our mic audio and just audio in general
is just delicious.
Yeah, it has gotten a whole lot better. We both bought actual microphones, not just whatever we had laying around. You know, oh hey, I found this in my closet, I'll use this. But
I was actually my recording setup before, I had a vocals microphone that you use for like just singing, concert style, like recording, that sort of thing. Because I, believe it or not, actually did music before, and I have a music background, and I played a lot of guitar, I did a lot of singing, I've played in a band or two. And so I had that left over from that. But the problem is, that thing was analog.
Yeah. And
which I did not have any way to convert it to digital. So what I did is I went out and I bought a little rig that's meant for iPhones that takes that and it turns it into basically just an audio jack signal that I ran through my phone and recorded the audio that way on a separate program, and then gave it to Alex from there.
Yeah, it was the whole recording thing was literally nothing but just let's just make it work kind of thing.
Yeah.
And as cheap as we humanly can, because
Yeah.
let's be honest, you're in school,
I'm a
I'm in work.
university student, and you have a technology addiction.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna turn off my Minecraft music. That's quite loud.
I've had mine off for years.
So, oh, I fell. So yeah, we both have proper microphones now, as I'm sure you can tell. And that was a big thing for us that we needed to have. Our audio before sucked, and we knew it, but there was nothing we could really do. As well as I bought an actual capture card. I'm not just recording my screen anymore. I'm actually using a capture card.
Which is downright sexy, and it actually cuts down our processing time a lot because it makes the files more or less as small as they're going to get anyway, so we don't have to spend hours running them through a program to cut down the quality so they're actually a manageable size anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
Because before, we'd record for a half an hour and the file would be like 500 gigabytes.
Yeah, no, it was ridiculous before, because I insisted on using lossless codecs because it was just nicest, and all the other codecs I was having so many issues with. So I just went with lossless. Pardon me. And as a result, the file sizes were just too big to handle. Like, a couple hours of recording would fill my 1 terabyte hard drive, and it's just like I can't deal with that. So now with this capture card, I'm able to record for about 30 hours straight before I actually have to do anything with it, which is fantastic. So yeah, with the capture card, that also means we're not going to be limited now to just PC gaming, which is something I really like. I love PC gaming, but just nothing beats sitting on the couch, holding a goddamn controller and playing a fucking video game. Like,
plus console games are so much cheaper half the time.
Yeah, like you can get like lots of like indie games and stuff like that on Steam and stuff, which is super cool, and they only cost a couple bucks, but like I don't know, like say on the Wii U, I bought Zelda 1, which we are going to be recording here Tuesday.
Oh, you bet your sweet twat we are.
Oh yeah, we're doing right from the beginning to end it in one sitting.
You can look forward to me MLG Pro speedrunning that shit, and I hope I haven't put my foot in my mouth, but I am pretty decent at Zelda 1.
You absolutely just shoved your foot in your mouth. It is now going to take us 14 hours.
And you can hear them sharpening their torches.
Yep. And normally I would just actually have the first Zelda game on cartridge on my shelf, but I don't have any way of hooking my NES up to this capture card yet. I did order adapters, just gotta wait for it to get here. But anybody who lives in Canada and has bought anything off eBay will understand my pain here with ordering things off eBay. Oh,
if there are three things in Canada that are an absolute joke, our political system,
oh, you just opened a big can
our
of
lovely
worms.
free healthcare system, and our lovely waiting times in any sort of medical institution, and trying to mail anything in this godforsaken country.
Don't get me wrong, love Canada, wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Try to send anything anywhere, and it's going to take months.
Oh my god, it's absolutely like... Honestly, Newegg is the fastest shipping I've ever had because it gets it across Canada in under a week.
But like
with eBay, if something has to ship from like Ontario, it'll take a solid 2 or 3 because the friggin' UPS driver has to stop and pick his nose along the way every 30 yards.
Yeah, well, like a bunch of stuff I order off eBay comes from China, and it comes straight just via Hong Kong Post, and it's understandable why it takes so long, but it also kind of sucks. But anyways,
believe it or not, how they actually ship it from China to Canada is they freeze it in an iceberg, and they send it our way. Sometimes your package gets lost because it's at the bottom of the iceberg and it melts out, or a polar bear mistakes it for a really tiny seal.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, you'll get iceberg mail on the coast, and then from there they send it on polar bear back.
Mm-hmm.
They'll basically strap it to a polar bear and stick a spur in its ass. It'll run across Canada basically until it dies, but by the time it keels over at your doorstep, you've got your package 3 weeks later.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Anybody who knows the Canadian postal system can attest to this. Americans, ask your Canadian friends.
And maybe ask your doctor before taking tea stains.
We come with a warning label.
Anywho.
They cause misinformation and your government to be concerned about you.
Now that we have gone...
If you are watching this Tea Stains video, you are now on an NSA watch list.
Absolutely. And now that we've completely derailed this conversation about the whole Tea Stains 2.0 thing...
I'm sorry, I'm so bad for that. Continue.
Yeah, so, like, just from now on, it's going to be a lot more content. I would love to make it so there is at least a video a day.
Yep.
From now until ever.
Until we get a nice backlog of them, at least one, and then possibly more, but...
Yeah, maybe at some point do more, because we won't just sit down and do one episode. We'll sit down and do, oh god, like 10.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what I'm going to have during the day is I run my own business. So, during the day, what the plan is in the morning, I get everybody set up. Fuck you. I get everybody set up, and then during the middle of the day, between about like 10, 11 a.m. and 3, 4 p.m., I don't actually have a lot to do. Some days I'll market, some days I'll go out and do stuff, but that is my free time, and then I'm busy in the evenings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And coincidentally, you work evening manatees half the time, so... Yeah,
so either I'll be working in the morning or I'll be working in the evening, but
either way, we can usually fit some recording in each day.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure.
Or at least every couple.
And not to mention, you know, even if we can't, I still love to do my own stuff, especially having the capture card I'm able to, which is super cool. So yeah, expect a whole lot more content. And
higher quality, too, because this capture card is just silky when it comes to video.
It is true. The beauty of it, and the reason why I got this capture card is because I have it hooked into a PC. That is not the one that I'm playing this game on. So as a result...
Because you have more computers than you do friends. I'm sorry, continue.
That hit too close to home, because it's true. So I have...
Don't worry, I've only got 2 computers, and I basically have more computers than I do friends. Life's hard.
Yeah. So, anyways, the capture card and all the recording is done on a whole separate PC. Has nothing to do with this one anymore, so... this one, now when I'm playing games and stuff, doesn't have to struggle to do all the capturing as well as running the game, because having to run the game and capture all coming off the same hard drive just floods that hard drive, and as well as I have pretty okay GPUs. They're not good, so as a result they get flooded pretty quickly too, and I think Graham is gonna start shooting me. Oh my god, what was that?
That was my musket, and I'm shooting this zombie.
Holy Christ, that thing is loud. Anywho.
Also, I have boomerangs.
That is a fantastic sound.
I am the Zelda.
Or an Australian.
I feel like I'm playing Ninja Gaiden.
So yeah, that's really about it. That's gonna be changing. We've like I said, we're just, our content's gonna get a lot, you know, like a lot nicer. Our videos are just gonna get a lot better. Our content should be more regular. I'd like it to be all uploaded and scheduled for release kind of thing. Not
like a laxative-induced bowel movement on a German train schedule. We are going to be regular.
Yeah, what he said.
That was a good one. Come on, you can't fault me for that.
You know, if you could see me right now, you would see that my face is indeed...
You have the grumpy cat face.
This is true.
You always have the grumpy cat face.
I always have, yeah, I do. So yeah, just better content, more content. I swear to God. Maybe one less Graham to worry about, because I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Shank ya.
Yeah, and that's really about it. Anything you want to add?
Let's see. I think that more or less covers everything. Like, we have... The biggest thing to take away from this is the fact that we have decent equipment now, and we can take pride in what we're putting out. It's not just... We're recording... Before, the idea was to get a bunch of content out so that there would be stuff on the channel that people could see and hopefully take an interest in. Yeah. And now we can also focus on quality as well as quantity, because now it'll look nice and it'll sound nice.
Yeah. Versus before, it was more so just about getting more videos out. Now it's more about getting better videos out. Still making lots of videos, but just making those videos that we put out just much, much better.
And a greater variety, too, because like you said, the nice thing about a console is you have a PS3, I have a PS3.
Yeah.
We can play online on a console. Like, we can do it on computers, too, but on a console we can play online.
Yeah.
We can... The games for the PS3, now that the PS4 has come out, are dirt cheap.
Yeah. And, like...
And there are a lot of really good ones, too.
Even though they're old and probably all completely just redone on YouTube and stuff, but, like, when I can go to EB Games and pick up, Modern Warfare 2 for $7, fucking tits, yeah, I will.
I remember when that game came out and it was like $40, but I don't care because it's still my favorite Call of Duty game. You can quote me on that. I said duty.
And expect a whole lot of that game too, because now we can actually record that garbage, which we should do. Why haven't we done that yet?
Do you want to... Well, what we're going to do after this, not to date this video or anything, but we're probably going to play some Reign of Kings for the first time ever, because it looks super fun, and it'll kind of be...
Not gonna lie, we saw the Game Grumps play it, and we thought it was the fucking tits, so...
It's like Rust ++.
Yeah, so... it's, that's gonna happen.
If you've watched any of our videos that may or may not be up at this point, you'll know that we like our Rust, except when people are dicks, but that's just Rust.
Oh yeah, no, I love Rust. We both love Rust, and the Reign of Kings is a lot like Rust, but with a whole lot more to it, which is super cool.
Yeah,
and makes me very excited to play it.
That, and I'm also going to... We're going to do something kind of like what the Grumps did, because they played through Shadow of the Colossus. So when we get together on Tuesday, my hope is that we'll play some Shadow of the Colossus, and I actually just beat it today.
I've beaten the first and half of the second Colossus.
Yeah, so I'm basically going to be sitting there giggling as Alex tries to figure this stuff out, and it'll be fun. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be hard as shit, and I'm so excited.
Oh, you ain't seen hard until you fought that last one. My god. I could average like 15 minutes of Colossus at most, and that last one took me a solid hour and a half. The first 45 minutes of which was just getting to him from where you start.
Yeah. And, and I've been playing, once again, unfortunately we're going to be dating this episode, but, I've been playing lots of Super Mario Sunshine and fucking losing my goddamn mind.
I watched it. I thought it was funny.
Woohoo, mama!
And I have to listen to this prick all day.
I accidentally full screened this shit, so now everybody's seeing my desktop. Oh no!
Oh no!
Not that I really give
I
a
don't
shit.
get why people. I was gonna say I don't get why people are so uptight about people seeing their desktop. It's like, oh, you've seen my computer naked. Oh.
Well, I'm only concerned because my dad popped into TeamViewer and it said his name on the bottom, so that's gonna be all blacked out.
Your what?
My dad signed in, like, he signed in to his computer, and I have TeamViewer on his computer, so it's like, blank has signed in. I was like, uh-oh!
Shit, abort!
So expect black bar. Oh, fuck's sakes, that goddamn gun. There's so much poo in my pants right now. We are just totally not doing anything anymore, so I'm gonna finish this episode.
I'll finish your episode.
So thank you to everybody watching this video. Thank you to everybody who supports us. We're not going anywhere. T-Saints 2.0 is actually the beginning of something much, much larger. And
we're sending it off with a bang, proverbially, and less so.
And one thing I am going to be doing probably at some point, probably not soon, but for anybody who's curious, I'm gonna do a video on a whole separate video on all the hardware that we are now using. Graham got himself a new CPU. I got me.
Oh Christ, I love it.
I got a nice new capture card, nice new mic. Graham got the same.
I was rocking the AMD 8120 before this.
Now the 8350.
The FX 8120. Now I have the 8350, and she is so snazzy.
Yeah, but keep that for a whole nother video. But yeah, so that's about it, I guess.
Welcome to the new, hopefully improved T-Stains. Cat, no one asked you. You don't even speak English.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.